Hey guys, NoWickChilly here. And I just want to talk to you about something. I went to a networking event today. I go to a lot of them, you guys know, and I think it's a great way to get out and meet people. However, something interesting happened. There was a girl I saw, and she was in cutoff shorts and tennis shoes and a t-shirt and everything. And I think it was probably one of her first networking events. And I think she is like many of you guys, and she hadn't done networking before. And I know some of you guys on the team are not doing networking events because you're scared, you've never been, you don't know what to do, you don't know what anything. So this is a quick video to fill you in. So I'm going to stand up so you can kind of see what I'm wearing. I've got on a little shell, some jewelry, and some little black pants. And then I do wear heels, but you don't have to. And I'm having a hard time with my chair. Sorry, guys. Maybe I shouldn't stand up. Anyway, so I show you this. I don't look perfect. I've got some jewelry on. My hair's pulled back because the weather was really gross outside. So it's not about all, getting all business attire, but you do need to look professional. Whatever it is that if you do Scentsy or if you're a Velada consultant, whatever it is that when you go to work, if you're going to go to a party, I want you to think about how you might dress for that. Most of the time, you're at least wearing a nice pair of jeans. But some of you I know dress up in black pants or you wear a dress or something like that. So the point of networking is that you're trying to build connections and trying to meet new people. And whatever you put on, that's going to be the first impression. So you want to kind of dress something to portray, I'm trying to look for the right word, to show who you are and not stifle your creativity or whatever, but at the same time, you do need to realize that it is usually a professional group of women. Even if they're direct sellers, they're really serious about their business and connecting. Okay, so some things you need to bring with you. You need to leave the ego outside, and you need to leave the idea that you're looking for a bunch of customers. That's not the way you go into networking. With networking, you are going to put yourself out there and look for ways to serve other people. People do business with people they know and trust. And if you can help somebody, that's going to speed up the process of them getting to know you. So if you can go in with listening ears and thinking about how you might be able to serve and help these people, servant leadership, if you will, or the whole story of the Go-Giver, all those books about first giving before you try to receive. If you help enough people, this is what Zig Ziglar always says, right? If you help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want. So I want to encourage you that you're not coming in with the mindset that all these people are going to be your customer or that you're going to get everybody to buy from you, okay? Now, you will take business cards and catalogs, but keep them in your purse. You're not going to pass them out. There is nothing I hate more than when people shove business cards in my face. I don't even know you. I don't even know what you sell, and you're shoving a business card in my face. So no, do not do that. Wait for somebody to ask for your card. Or if you have a referral, maybe they've asked, oh, I need a XYZ, a personal assistant or something. You can use the back of your card to write down the name and number for that referral. And then it's okay to give them your card. But you do not want to shower people with cards. I call it spray and pray, where you just go put cards all over the place and hope that somebody calls you. So you're going to go in to connect. And you can't connect with the whole room. So you're going to try to maybe connect with a couple of people, get to know a little bit about them, and then if you have a connection that you feel like you enjoyed visiting with them or whatever, then you can schedule a follow-up meeting. There's many times that I go in and I don't get any new customers or any new leads. That's fine. Because after I've shown up a couple of times, people get to know me and they recognize me. And yes, I'm the Scentsy lady or the Velada lady or the cook lady. I usually go in with one brand. I go in with one message, and I go in very specific with what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 3 women who want to have a fun girls' night out. We're going to go to a wine bar, we're going to have some cheese and chocolate, and we're going to talk about food and entertaining. So I'm very specific on what I'm looking for when I'm doing my information exchange or whatever. Many of these networking events require you to stand up and do an introduction, either a 30-second or 60-second commercial. You can use pieces of your story to put together that commercial. Just like if you met somebody at the grocery store or somebody asked you, what do you do? This is your quick 30-second commercial that says, here's who I am. It might go something like this. Hi, I'm Chilly Z, a passionate entrepreneur with Scentsy Fragrance. I specialize in taking my customers' personal stories and tying them to the products they buy. I'm looking for a couple of people who want to have a fun girls' night out, get some new candles and holiday products, and try out our laundry detergent. Again, I'm Chilly Z with Scentsy. So if you do something real quick, it doesn't have to be drawn out. You don't want to tell them your life story. Maybe you do a couple of jobs. Focus on one. I mean, we all wear a lot of different hats, but you want to focus on one thing because you don't want to confuse the person on what you do. Oh, I do this, and I do this, and I sell this, and I sell this. It's going to get overwhelming. You may sell all those things, but be focused. Now, some networking groups only allow one particular brand in there or one thing. Like if you're doing Scentsy, they may only like one candle person. But you can visit the organizations. Many times you can visit 2 times without paying, and you can learn who the members are and then decide if you want to join. Again, remember, it's all about service. If you come in there looking at it and going, what am I getting out of it? You're going to be disappointed, and you can just turn around and not even bother going. Go in, figure out who you can connect with and who you can do business with, and build relationships with them before you go in and ask, buy a candle or buy a this. The other thing about it is a lot of networking groups, you want to be careful about the business opportunity. You can let them know that you're looking for people to join your team, but don't be recruiting the entire room. It's really unprofessional, and it's not looked upon very well in this business. Many times there's other direct sellers in that room. Now, I'm not saying you can't talk to them about the business because people do switch companies, but you don't want to go in there and try to flip everybody to come to be a Scentsy or Velada consultant. You want to respect what they do, learn about what they do, and then if there is a fit, talk about, hosting a party together or whatever, and figure out synergies that maybe you guys can work together. Who knows? They may have somebody that wants to start a business but doesn't fit with their brand, and they may refer you once you've built that relationship. I do want to tell you that anytime anybody goes to a networking group, that first time you go to that first group, me and almost everybody I know, we all get a little nervous. You're walking into a group of strangers, especially women, and some of them look really put together, and some of them look like they know what they're doing, and I'm just going to tell you that we all get up and we all do the same thing. We all put we all brush our teeth, brush our hair, get dressed. We're all dealing with the same kind of thing. And so don't let that intimidate you from going out and networking. Get yourself out there, do the activity, move through it, and the fear will pass. Find one person to walk up to. Find somebody that has some cute shoes and talk about their shoes. Or find somebody that looks really fun. Or maybe find somebody that's standing by themselves and just go introduce yourself to them and start a conversation. You can make it something simple like, is this your first time here? Or, have you been coming a long time? Or, tell me a little bit about what you do. Or, just start a conversation. Introduce yourself and then ask some questions so you can get to learn about them. Make sure, and this is a hard one for me, you guys are going to love it, but make sure you're not talking 24/7 about yourself. You want to be talking about them too. You don't want to just be spilling everything out about, like maybe they've never heard of Scentsy, okay? And I run into that. I know you guys don't think I do, but I run into it a lot. People do not know what Scentsy is, especially when I go to co-ed networking groups with men. Most of them don't know what it is. So I might have to explain it, but keep it quick. You're going to say what it is and then turn around and ask another question pretty quickly after. You don't want to be giving them all this information, just vomiting information on them is not the way, that's not networking. You're not learning anything about them. I've heard many a time that people say that when they sit there, I think it was when Bob Berg came out to leadership and spoke to us, the man who wrote The Go-Giver, and he said, sometimes he'll sit there and talk to people and he'll ask him a whole bunch of questions. He won't say anything about himself. He'll just ask questions. And he's heard from the people later, that was the best conversation, or I just love Bob. It's because people want to talk about what they do and they want to talk about themselves. And if you come in and you're just asking curious questions to get to know those people, you'll set yourself apart and people will feel connected to you. Now, I'm not saying don't talk at all. You can tell them what you do, but just keep a balance and not make it all about you. Okay, those are my tips and tricks for the beginning of all this. We can go into more detail about how to do elevator pitch and anything else. I just wanted to get you guys out there thinking about leveraging networking groups. And I've posted about this on our team site. You can go and look up networking groups in your area. Meetup is a great way to find networking groups that usually don't have any membership fees and are free. Find groups of things that you already are doing and that you like. Maybe you sew. I know there used to be Sit and Bitch or Stitch and Bitch. It It was a networking group, if you will, of women that got together that knitted or did all kinds of, crafty things like that. I'm not crafty, so if I go to those groups, I just am trying to learn. I don't bring a project or anything. But there's book clubs, there's foodie groups, there's all kinds of different groups. So figure out what your passion is so you can connect with those people around your passion, and then it may turn into a business deal. Think about who your target market is. Who do you want on your team? Who do you want to do business with? And then go find out what groups those people might be in. It's a great way to make new connections and meet new people. If your calendar's empty and you don't have any parties, and you really don't have the funds to do some big vendor event, which I think vendor events are great to meet new contacts, just go and look up some meetups and find some new people and get out there and start connecting. I hope this was helpful. Put comments below if you have questions, and I will answer them either with new videos or I'll just reply back to you. Thanks a lot, and have a sensational day.